Hello Libra and welcome to Cosmic Brew Tarot. I'm Oscar and today I'm going to be doing a home and family reading. I figured with the holidays coming up, we're all going to be doing our share of facing energies that we typically don't face, that we've distanced ourselves from, that we clash with, introducing new energies and welcoming new energies while simultaneously maybe dealing with energies that we've let go, presences, energies that are not present in the way that they used to be. And so I figured this would be a good time as any, the best time for me to do a spread. I'm doing a custom spread. I'm going to be asking the questions, the energies that are supporting you at this time, difficult energies to deal with, how to balance the two into harmony, what to be thankful for, how to best show your goodwill, and finally, a last piece of advice from the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck. I'm going to be using a combination of the Spellcaster's Oracle with the Game of Thrones Tarot. This is actually kind of a funny joke for me. I don't typically use cards that are based on TV shows and movies and stuff, but because I'm doing a home and family tarot reading, I felt that Game of Thrones was an appropriate deck to use. And honestly, this deck is so well done. Like, it's still in line with all of the themes of the Rider-Waite. So there's, it's just something that, honestly, it's a very well done tarot deck anyway. So I felt it was appropriate to use. I'm also repping my Lannister shirt. So very Game of Thrones today. Sometimes family can feel like an episode of Game of Thrones, minus hopefully, right? All of the murder and incest and stuff. But we do our best with all of the drama and the hurt that comes along with it. But also, I have pulled the home and family cards from the Spellcaster's Oracle deck just to kind of infuse our reading with those vibes. So, without further ado, I'm going to start shuffling for Libra. Disclaimer, of course, this is a general reading, so not everything's going to fit. This is an opportunity for you to train and utilize discernment and intuition to take what applies, to interpret things that give me 1 second. I will let you know what that was in a second. Interpret things the way that they are, that fit, but do not take energies that don't fit you. You do not need to take on more energies at this time. It's the holidays. Please just focus on what's yours. Leave what's not for someone else. So the card that fell out was the Ten of Swords in reverse. So we're talking about something very hurtful, very painful. It's interesting, as like I was talking about the purpose of this spread, I noticed that I let my language kind of flow every time I do my intro. It's not the same intro in every reading. You're going to notice that this intro kind of flows, right? And I feel like I was channeling a lot of frustration energy. I was channeling a lot of energy that felt like wrongs that needed to be righted, or again, a lot of pain, basically. And so the Ten of Swords is a card, when it's an upright, of betrayal, right? 10 swords being lodged in someone's back. In reverse, those swords are finally coming out. They're falling out. There's a rejuvenation process that's occurring here from a very painful, tragic, not even tragic. It's just a hold on. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat. So maybe there's something like, it's just hard to speak about, maybe. I'm going to keep that energy in mind as we go forward. Energies that are supporting Libra at this time. I've got clarity. Okay, that's a good energy to have supporting you at this time. So, with the Six of Cups in reverse, and I'm also being drawn, I'm also feeling like I need to draw this card. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the past is the past. You just want to move on already. It hurts. It's still, you know, I mean, with Three of Swords reverse, Three of Swords is the heartbreak card in reverse. Now we're talking, it's healing. It's same thing with the Ten of Swords. I mean, it's yeah. And with the Six of Cups, which is the nostalgia card, it's the card of childhood, inner child, etc. In reverse, we're talking about, like I said, the past is the past. It's, yes, a lot of awful, hurtful things have occurred. But the supporting energy for you is that you're not wallowing in it. You're not wallowing in the pain and the past anymore. You're very clear on where you stand right now. And I'm not getting an energy of you know where you want to go from here, because it still feels like there's a healing process that's still underway, but it's on that final, like, it's on that final bridge. I'm getting bridge, but we're in the last steps. And even if it's not, like, it's still, it's feeling better. Everything, all of the hurt and the pain, you're feeling better. So that's why it's like, it feels like you're through the worst of it, and now you're seeing things more clearly. You're looking forward to a new day. The energy to me doesn't tell me that it's very forward focused. It feels more just very grounded and present in the right now. So having that mindful, I'm getting mindfulness. It's a very mindful presence. That is a very good supporting energy for you right now. Okay? Difficult energies to deal with. For Libra, commitment. And let me get a tarot card here. The Priestess in reverse. This would be it's the High Priestess in a tarot deck. Yeah. This energy that's difficult to deal with is one that doesn't quite know what it wants. this feels like confused energy, whereas this feels clarity. You feel clear. You feel like present and mindful, whereas this energy is I see two things potentially, right? I see a person that was committed and is now showing signs of like, I'm not sure why I'm in this anymore. Or I'm seeing someone that will not commit because they don't know, they don't quite feel like they're ready to make a commitment. And this could be you. You might also feel like you're not ready to make a commitment. Like, even though you're very present and you know that there needs to be I'm getting like a harmony, right? Like, this is giving me kind of lover's energy, right? That's if two people were to come together and commit to making things better, then we could finally get past all of this suffering, this heartbreak, all of this ickiness, the bad words, the bad actions, the suffering, the pain. But it just doesn't feel very comfortable anyway. It feels like there's a lot of internal searching that needs to be done. This particular energy, I don't know if it's you specifically that needs more time to make a commitment that feels right, or if someone is also hurt. If this is an outside energy, maybe they're also hurt and they have their own processing and work to do before they can really like solidify a commitment with you. Alternatively, another feeling I'm getting here is someone thought that there was a commitment to them that is not actually there. Or they think that they're contributing to a commitment in a way they're not actually. Like, could be someone that hasn't really shown up, that has caused all of this pain and suffering for you, and maybe you also participated, you maybe also dealt some of that back, but and you had it's almost like there was a commitment to making each other miserable. I don't know if it's that feels honestly, some relationships get to that point, the commitment to make each other miserable. It's subconscious. I'm sure nobody actually means to do it that way, but for some reason that's just the relationship that gets forged, a commitment to make each other feel miserable and out of sorts. Either way, this energy is one that is not properly aligned with you. You can feel that. You can feel it's not properly aligned with you. It is not I don't feel like it's part of your life in the same way anymore. Things have changed. Things have just changed. It's been a slow process to make things better. To get your sense of empowerment back. To get your sense of self back. That's its own kind of commitment, wanting to be like, no, I'm going to rise above this, and I'm committing myself to myself and making sure that I'm meeting my needs and that I'm recovering from a very hurtful past situation or just relationship. I'm not surprised that you're in a very present mind right now, because the energy is not solid for a future. The difficult energy that is being faced right now is not solid enough for the future that you're envisioning with it. Or that you once envisioned for it, right? It has changed. Yeah. It's a little heavy. I'm sorry, it's a little difficult for me because I'm just trying to process. And it's interesting because I'm not really feeling any difficult, how do I put this? They're emotions that are dull. It's sad, painful, but dull. To the point where they almost don't have an effect anymore, other than just a pervasive, dull pain of that still makes you uncomfortable. How do you balance this, Libra? Love. Of course. Sorry, I don't mean to. Of course, yeah. How do you balance these two things into harmony? Love. Yeah. Okay, that feels so simplistic. I mean, it's true. The thing is, it's true. I don't really, I guess I just wanted something with a little more nuance than that. But then again, it's probably the most nuanced answer and most straightforward answer that you can give. 5 of coins. Okay. Well, that just added the nuance I was looking for. I'm just going to shut up now. This is an acceptance of where you are in life. All of the hardships that you have faced and that you are currently facing are part of this moment, and it's up to you to accept them, no matter how hard they are, and push forward with love for yourself and love for those who have shown you love and commitment. Even if they're not around anymore, in the same way that they used to be. There's good memories. But there's also harsh realities. You know, life unfolds. And as life unfolds, people get hurt. They fall off the path that we thought they would be on. That we thought they'd be on our path. They'd be on the path with us. And then they fall off for whatever reason. And we have to come to terms with that sometimes things are just never going to be the same again. That it's time to reinvent ourselves and allow them the space to reinvent themselves. And if it's meant to be that we will come back together, then it's meant to be. Like, if this commitment is ever actually gonna, like, if you need greater, more solid commitment, then, and they want to give that to you, then they will, right? They will find it within themselves to reinvent themselves also, right? Out of love. But if they don't, they don't. And you need to decide what you're gonna do in that case. Is it something that you can accept and that you can just continue to be committed to? Does it require someone to walk away, even though it comes from a place of even if there's love? I mean, we sometimes just have to accept harsh realities. It just is that. And sometimes we have to acknowledge the pain that's been caused. Sometimes we have to acknowledge that things don't feel right. Sometimes we have to acknowledge that, like, I can't see a future anymore. The way that I used to with you. And you know, it's interesting. So there's some interesting Game of Thrones references that are happening here that are helping me inform this. One is this 5 of coins. This character is blind beggar. This priestess is she's I want to say fortune teller, but that's wrong. But basically she divines by looking into flames, right? So she sees in a way that people don't see, just like this blind beggar girl also sees in a way that people don't see. Love in many ways is a way of seeing in a way that other people don't see, right? How you love might not make sense to anyone else. Who you love and why you love them might not make sense. But it is something that guides you, and it's your compass. You know what you know that you will always have that love. But like I said, harsh truths are harsh truths. current present reality is that you are stuck in a place where you can no longer see I don't even know if it's C. It's like, yeah. No, it's C. You cannot see the future, but you do feel the future? No. You feel the present. You feel the present, you see the present, and that's helping you gauge how you're moving into the future. Yeah. Had to work that out. It's a very difficult message. What can Libra be thankful for? Courage. The Empress. Be thankful for you. Be thankful for you, and be thankful for the mother figures, or the nourishing, nurturing people in your life that give you the courage to believe in yourself, to rise up to their level. Be thankful for those people, because they're the ones that are helping guide the way. They're the ones that are helping light the way for you throughout this challenge. I really hope for these holidays you express gratitude to those people, and that you come to them with an open heart. And a willingness to stand on your own 2 feet. Because this energy is one that does not quit. All of this is just someone that will not quit, that will not be beaten down, even if it comes down to literally being a blind beggar. Even if it comes, I mean, this Empress, right? This character in the show is someone who really lost everything. And through actions and deeds over time, built up a massive following, army, legend, frankly. It didn't go well for her at the end for reasons, but we won't talk about that. The point being that you have the strength to get through whatever this is. You have the courage, you have the love, you have the support, and you have the guidance. You have the guidance. And even when you don't have the guidance physically, the people that have shown you love and that have shown you how to be the best version of yourself, that have modeled that for you, they're still with you. be thankful that their energies ever existed in your presence, because those are the energies that stay with us. I mean, those energies that make an impression, they stay with us. They help guide us into growing into a bigger and better version of ourselves. Okay. How can Libra best show goodwill? Spirit guide. The Knight of Coins in reverse. I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed right now with the weight of this message. You know, we all have family in some way. We all have people that have been there for us in some way. We all have people that have hugged us when we cried, made us laugh, gave us shelter and delicious food, an ear, wisdom, a helping hand. And sometimes they're removed from our lives. But like I said, those energies are still with you. Just because they've been removed from your immediate reality does not mean that they're not with you to inspire you to follow in their footsteps in the way that you admired them for. And to forge your own path in doing so, to show your strength of fortitude, of character. You're your own person. You're part of a legacy of people who have shown you love and support. But think back to all those people. They're all different. They all turned out different. They've all led very different lives, just like you. It's up to you to show up and add to the legacy in your way by leading with your version of love, your version of courage, I think a lot of people are proud of you, or would be proud of you. Both. I think both apply. Even if right now it feels slow, it feels like it's all a big mess that you're untangling. Even if you don't even know where you're going, I think a lot of people would be proud of you. I got a final piece of advice. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. Number 41. Let's read this. It doesn't have to be hard unless you've decided that's how you want it. I'm tearing up for you. Sorry. Your greatest joy is your barometer for what you should be doing in this situation. Joy is not simply what makes you happy for a fleeting moment, but what truly makes you feel fulfilled and fully utilized. Bees are naturally attracted to pollen, and as a byproduct, they pollinate 1/3 of every bite of food we eat globally. Your joy will naturally pollinate the world, creating the nectar of blooming byproducts from stumbling into new ideas, connections, ventures, and projects that allure you. Journaling prompt. What am I compelled to do, regardless of whether or not I'm paid? And a final action. Bring your joy to the surface today by blocking off time simply for the fulfilling activity you identified, no matter what it is. Self-care. Follow something. Follow something that brings you that swelling of joy. Because it's time to move on from this and not let it affect you anymore, right? The best way to heal is to start creating a future. The new future. Whatever that looks like. And the best way to create a future is to follow your joy. All right, Libra. I hope this helped. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful cosmic brew. Take care and happy holidays.